Hey guys, just back quickly with a quick update to the Jean-Cruz MALIA incident. The Judicial Committee came out this morning and gave him a 2-week ban for his reckless charge down on Grant Williams, the one that left Grant Williams out cold 11 seconds into the game. You can just imagine that's of his first start for Springboks, something that he really didn't want. We've spoken a lot in previous videos about that, how the referee took 14 seconds to stop the game, how he left the player lying cold there, and how obviously it's not great for sport. There's been a lot of debate about whether this was a red card or not, whether this was, as Andrew Brace, the referee, said, a rugby incident. I think, well, it's a bit in two. I'm just going to tell you what, if you haven't seen the incident, MALIA has been suspended from all forms of the game for 2 weeks, up until include the 18th of August. That means he can still play in the last warm-up game for Argentina. And he can play in the World Cup, which is a huge thing for him. Obviously, the Sansa Judicial Committee, Nigel Hampton, David Croft, the former player, and Ofisa Tunuu, who also a former player, assisting the case. Interesting, this part here. Having conducted a detailed review of all the available evidence, including all camera angles and additional evidence, including from the player, the Argentinian coach, and the match referee, as well as submissions from his legal representative, the foul play committee upheld the citing. Now, this is where it gets interesting. It says, with respect to the sanction, the Judicial Committee considered the act of foul play was reckless. So, okay. Therefore, the red card, obviously, after the fact. So, it should have been a red card on the field, with a high degree of danger and a considerable impact on the victim player. The committee considered all relevant factors of World Rugby's head contact process and sanctioning table, but given the evidence from both the referee and to the coach to how successful charge downs of kicks are viewed by the match officials, and as to how coaching of players is conducted as a consequence, the committee decided that a mid-range sanction would be wholly disproportionate to the player's fault, and the foul play merited a low-range entry point of 2 weeks. So that's interesting. So, in other words, the evidence from the referee and the coach, I mean, I know the coach is always going to protect their players, but the evidence from the referee basically swung it down from a mid-range, which would probably be 4 to 6 weeks, to a low-range entry point of 2 weeks. So not only did Andrew Brace not get it on the field right, his evidence helped MALIA as well. Whether you agree with it, there's people who don't see it as a red card at all. But yeah, it was in the current laws. It was high. Hit him. There was head contact. It was reckless and it was dangerous. So it had to be seen as a red card, in my opinion. And given that it was that, you can make the argument. The way I'd sort of term it to a lot of people is, unfortunately, we see red cards for accidental head knocks. We see red cards for players being accidentally played in the air if they fall badly. So under that framework and under the current laws, it's a red card. Whether you agree or not, it is still a red card. Whether the law is right is a different thing. And I think sometimes common sense needs to be used, and rugby doesn't do itself any favours when it makes decisions like this. But under the current protocols, it is a red card. Saying that, 2 weeks I think is fair. There's a sanction, although the precedent it sets can be interesting going forward. And the player doesn't miss the World Cup, and I think that's the best outcome probably for everybody. Grant Williams should be back in 2 to 3 weeks. There's already a week gone, so he should be back by the time they go to Wales. So hopefully he gets a chance to play there. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as I say, it's a quick one. I'll keep on doing these videos, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Cheers.